this is Queen of Vibes. I'm here to bring you intuitive messages of insight and healing through my tarot readings. Please keep in mind this is a general reading. It may resonate, only partly resonate, or may not resonate at all. You may want to watch your moon sign, your rising sign, and your Venus sign for even more insight. If you're feeling the vibes, be sure to like the video, subscribe to my channel for more content. Thank you. Hey there, Aries, and welcome to your May 2019 relationship reading, okay? This is for my Aries who are in a relationship, whether that be a marriage, a long-term couple, a long-distance couple, someone you just met, you're kind of dating, you're not sure what's going. And for those of you who have just recently broken up and you're trying to see what the vibe is, okay? So let's go ahead and get into this reading. The first card is going to represent your current energy, what it is that you're dealing with in this particular relationship, okay? And you'll know who the person is. If there's no one on the horizon, no one that you're seeing, you're totally single, then you want to check out the singles reading, okay? All right, so what's going on for my Aries? First card represents your current situation, and we've got the Empress in reverse. All right, next card represents what the other person is thinking. Ooh, Five of Swords. Next card represents what they're showing. Two of Cups in the reverse. I mean, what they're feeling, I should say. Two of Cups in reverse. What they're showing you is the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. All right, so they're not cooperating with you right now. What you're showing is the Four of Cups, all right? Taking the situation for granted, not happy with what the offer in front of you is. What you're feeling is the Hermit in reverse. You're feeling a little lonely, feeling isolated, okay? And what it is that you're thinking, Nine of Pentacles, okay? That you're wanting to put the effort, or at least you're wanting this person to put some effort into the situation. So let's go ahead and pull some clarifiers here so we can get a bigger picture of what's actually going on. And at the end of this, I'll pull a Romance Angel Oracle card for a final message. What cards are throwing up gang signs around here? The Page of Swords has something to say. All right, so let's go ahead and pull some clarifiers for my Aries for this May 2019 relationship reading. Okay, so underneath this Empress in reverse, we've got the World. Next to this Five of Swords, we've got the Three of Cups in reverse. Justice in reverse. Ooh. Seven of Swords. You've got the Eight of Pentacles. The Knight of Wands in the reverse. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. All right, so right now let's start with the Empress. The Empress in reverse is telling me that there's a lack of connection here as far as the magnetism. When I see the Empress, I have someone who may be smothering, okay? Someone who... It's interesting. In this particular deck, okay, the Empress, it's a little bit different, okay? So in the upright, it's always about sensuality. It's always about fertility. But for some reason, the Empress is a little bit doubtful of her pull that she has on people, okay? So in the reverse, it's about more honesty, okay? It's about being more clear about what the situation is, okay? And so when we have that clarity now with this Empress, totally understanding, you know, her role in the situation, totally understanding who she is and what she represents to people, whether that is the wife, whether that is the mother, whether that is the mistress, whoever she is. And then clarifying that we've got the World card. So Aries, there's definitely someone that means a lot to you. Okay. For others of you, though, this represents that for some of you, you're ending a chapter with someone. You're closing up a cycle. For some of you, this could have been your wife or husband, your spouse. Um, it could have been, a mistress or, some outside person for those of you who are married. So, like, again, whoever this person represents to you, you'll know it, all right? But we have the world here, which represents that there's some type of recognition in each other. So I think for some of you, you're experiencing a situation where you're really understanding who this person is to you and what they mean and what they represent, okay? Now, what this person, you guys are really dealing with a couple layers here. Who you are to each other and where you are in each other's lives right now. Is this something that you guys are going to take to the next level? Is this something you're going to continue, or is this a chapter that you're going to end? All right, here we've got the Five of Swords, what this person's thinking. So for some of you, this represents someone who's playing mind games, all right? Someone who brings a lot of conflict and a lot of manipulation. But also with the Five of Swords, I feel like this is a person who is ready to suffer the consequences, okay? This person may be ready to let go of this situation with full disclosure of the fact that it may hurt, with full disclosure of how they felt about you or who they are, okay? Their motivation, clarifying this, we've got the Three of Cups, but it's in the reverse. So, there's a lack of emotional fulfillment for them in this situation. They suffered some disillusionment also in the situation where they may have expected more than was possible. And so now emotionally, there's a lack of connectivity. They're not connecting to you in emotional, or they're not feeling things with you on an emotional level. All right, with the Two of Cups, there's a lot of disappointments here. Empty words, okay? This person, it's just insincere, okay? Even if they're trying to pretend that they still love you, they still care, it's not coming from a real place. But I don't think this person's lying. Well, for some of you, you have someone pretending. Um, or it's like there's a lack of cooperation because this person's not being 100% honest with you. So I feel like this honesty this is you guys putting it on a table. What is going on here? Because you recognize where this other person is playing some type of game. All right, for some of you, this person, their feelings are not really balanced, or they feel like they've been wronged in the situation. They feel like you've been unfair to them at some point, Aries. And so I think this is like some get back. Gosh, I can't remember the reading where it was like tit for tat. Excuse me. My allergies are really acting up. All right. So you have somebody who is not being honest with you. They're just being difficult. They're not cooperating with you, okay? They're refusing to get on the same page with you. But at the end of the day, they're not just coming out and saying whatever it is, which is what you want. You want full disclosure right now, okay? Is it time to wrap it up? Or is it time for us to really just, build on what we already have? You are recognizing where whatever is on the table right now, you're not really satisfied with it. You're like, I don't want this. All right? There's three cups here, but you want this empty ass cup in your hand. You're like, why isn't the cup in my hand full? Fill my cup. You're like telling this person, love me, fill my cup. Please, okay? I want this cup that you given me empty. I want it filled right now. And so, does that always work, Aries? Does that work for you? And if it does, guys, let me know in the comments. Like, if you can demand that somebody love you the way you want to be loved and it works, let me know, because then you need to start teaching classes. All right? And the reason why you're so demanding, right, that you get what you want, because you're stressed out by this situation. Like, you're not happy with this situation. Let's just be clear about it. You're not pleased with it. It makes you frustrated. It makes you doubt yourself. But underneath it all, you are so focused or even obsessed possibly with this particular person or this particular situation. Or at the very least, you have such a willingness to work on things that you can't imagine this other person is not going to work on it back. And you're like, fill up my cup. I command you. Because there's some sense of loneliness. Their disconnection is affecting you. Okay, you feel the lack of connection. You feel the lack of consistency. For some of you, you really feel like maybe this person, all they want you for is like sexual satisfaction, right? And so it's almost like you want some type of proof that this person actually cares. You're like, I cannot believe you don't care about me. You refuse to believe that this person does not care about you, Aries, okay? So what you're thinking, you've got the 9 of Pentacles. You're like, listen, I have it to give, I want to I want to work on things. Okay, I have dreams. You feel like you're blessed. You feel like you're able, like financially, you're where you want to be. You feel like you're a catch, right? You're like, I have it all, okay, except for this person who is not showing me the love that I want, who's not loving me, who's not nurturing. This person who's just out for themselves right now. And whether that means that they've created boundaries and they're refusing to do things the way that they've always been done, all right, and that makes you feel like, whatever, or if it is a real fact that this person is just not being as upfront, as honest with you as they should be. Because for some people, I just don't think they know how to tell you that emotionally they're not there with you. That either they're not feeling the love or they feel like things are not fair, and so they're just acting out. All right. And it makes you feel unloved. It makes you feel neglected. You see where this person isn't putting in the effort. Okay, Aries, so let's go ahead and see what the romance angels have to say about this, okay? Because is this, there's everything has a start and a finish, and this is the middle of a story. So it's like, well, how did we get here? How did we get to the point where, someone that you care so much about and somebody that you love so much is kind of just like unplugging themselves from you? Right? I literally see them just like not even having a conversation, just like trying to get over you the best way they can and just, going off because they're not happy and they're not satisfied, but at the same time, they don't know how to just be upfront. For some of you, you are dealing with someone who's sneaking around. You're dealing with someone who, they're sneaking around. Maybe they have somebody else or they're looking for somebody else. So, you know your situation, but let's see what the romance angels have to say about this. Okay, Aries? All right, so the romance angels are giving you a message, and it says reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. So for some of you, this may have been someone from the past that things didn't quite work out, and you've been lonely without them, you've been missing them, and you're totally ready to make it work this time, but there's still some type of disconnect here, okay? Some of you, there is a separation card at the bottom of the deck. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon, okay? Some of you, maybe this is the reconciliation after the separation. You guys have been apart and now you're coming back together to address all of these issues, but demanding that they love you, Aries, I don't know if that's necessarily going to work. So reconciliation says, this card indicates that an ex-lover may be re-entering your life. The first person you think of is likely who it will be. The purpose of this reconciliation is to achieve healing and closure with respect to your past. You will understand more about yourself and see your relationship patterns more clearly. You'll also take responsibility for the role you played in the relationship's drama, which will free you from the tyranny of unforgiveness. Reconciliations are ultimately about taking care of unfinished business. This card could also possibly mean making peace with a family member or friend. Each relationship is a sacred learning experience, so be open to this reunion's lessons and blessings. Ultimately, all healings help your love life and every other part of your world. So, this, for some of you, someone returning from the past. Maybe, perhaps, you're going to apologize to this person. And I say you because, you're the one over here kind of putting in that effort and, seeing where things have kind of gone wrong. For others of you, I think this person is going to come back to show you another glimpse of why you guys are not together, right? Which is going to lead right back to separation. And then in that, it's about you really focusing on yourself and the parts of yourself that you need to heal. And that we don't ever want to be in a relationship or attract a relationship because we're lonely. You don't ever want to do that, okay? So if you're just very lonely and you're thinking about entertaining someone from your past, and like I said, unless it's to clear things up, to, apologize or get some closure, I wouldn't necessarily do it because this person isn't necessarily coming from the best place. Okay, for those of you who are already in a relationship and you're going through a time of disconnect, it is time to have full disclosure with your partner because you know that they've been hiding some things and it's making you feel insecure and causing you to demand the same level of effort that you're putting into the situation. But we got to find out where the dishonesty and the manipulation is coming from. Why are they acting funny? Why are they being the way they're being? It's time to get to the bottom of that. All right, Aries. So this has been your May 2019 relationship reading. If it resonated at all and you'd like a more personalized reading, go ahead and hit me up. We can set that up. If you enjoyed the video, like this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you can get more content. And I will definitely see you guys at the next reading. Bye, Aries.